stream. Wait, 1 second. I like those guys a lot. And I like the buy side guys too. They're very nice. There's a lot of nice people out there in our industry. There's a lot of real charlatans too. Charlatan. Does anyone even use the word charlatan anymore? That's like 1950s. What's a charlatan? Wow. It's like the Three Musketeers. No one even knows who the Three Musketeers are anymore. Forget it. I live in a world that I don't even know where I am anymore. Nothing that I believe in or paid attention to has any meaning. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, natural gas. Okay, Chantal. Let me know when it's on, when the stream is on. It's on. Okay. Okie dokie. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Natural Gas Storage Report. My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the trading director for 10-Minute Trades. Please remember, all the trades we discuss are for educational purposes. It is possible to lose money trading futures, so please trade carefully. All right, natural gas. So yesterday, I think natural gas was over $8, wasn't it? That's what I remember hearing. Now it's showing a high of 7. Yeah. So it was the day, it was really, yeah, it was yesterday at the close of the market. Natural gas was over $8. It pulled back very quickly. Now, I believe it's been over 8 before, recently. That's certainly my memory is, yes. So it's just something to behold. You know, that's, in my opinion, that's war related. There was a lot of news this week about Europe being challenged for natural gas supplies come the winter. So that's possible. One of the reasons why natural gas prices are pushing. And, you know, it was definitely also one of the reasons oil prices were pushing, I think. It's a little bit surprising that oil has dropped as much as it has, I think. Look, there are a lot of people that believe the price of gas, the price of oil, the price of, you know, natural gas, it's all manipulated by wealthy corporations. You know, there's a lot of people that feel that way. You know, there's no doubt that when the second they talk about a shortage 3 months from now, the price of gas goes up ridiculously high. We know that these oil and gas companies have a history of being incredibly greedy. I mean, it's a shame. It is the truth. They're greedy. Corporate America doesn't care about anything except money. There's very few companies that care about you or me and that run their businesses in a way that has morality. It's a real, and it seems like it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. Now, I don't know how you think about that, but you know, I can't think of too many companies that when I think of the company, I get a warm and fuzzy feeling. It's a very difficult world. I mean, it's a very difficult world. You know, you think about, well, what's going to happen to the price of natural gas? And you think that it's maybe not always just the question of supply and demand. Sometimes a lot of greed comes into it, right? So, the thing that we're working on is that regardless of all that stuff, this natural gas report comes out and it's going to move the price of natural gas. And that's what we're trading on. Okay. That's that's what we are expecting. Expecting. So that's what we're looking to happen. That's what we're looking for to take place. So it's an expectation of 47 billion. They're expecting a build. Financial Juice is expecting 44 billion. Now that sometimes creates a problem because I think that Financial Juice is more accurate. I feel that investing.com, they tend to have more errors than the other calendars. That's what I think personally. So I think that if I'm trading news results, I would rather trade the results from Financial Juice. What you can do is look. So, in other words, when the calendars don't agree, it certainly makes it can make for a trickier trade. What if on investing.com the result is 47 and the result is 47? It's not on investing.com, but it's 47. If you're watching the investing.com website, you would think the news was exactly as expected. But if you're watching the Financial Juice website, you would think there was a significant build because 3 billion cubic feet, 47 versus 44, is significant, okay, with natural gas. So I'm just curious, what's Forex Factory today? What's their forecast? Because Forex Factory, we used to consider it the final word. They're 45. So nobody agrees today. Their forecast is 45. So they're closer to Financial Juice. Financial Juice and Tick Strike is the same company. Yes. Those are two of their products. Financial Juice Pro, which I highly recommend, and Tick Strike, which we highly recommend. Good products definitely help us. Listen, we're doing the opens with that Tick Strike. It's great. It's great. And we're friends with them and trying to do more things with them. Always trying to have partners. The more partners you have, the better things will be. I really believe that. Don't forget, we're going to have a webinar this afternoon. Oops, I got to get the link. And it's going to be all about our software. I think our new version, there's a couple of little things we're still final tweaks that you just because we've done so many new features, a couple of little things are showing up every now and then. So I'll tell you when you need to download. Everybody should download the current version that's on the website now. It's point oh 0.07 is the file name. It has a very important update, in my opinion. A couple that are really should download it. It's so easy to install. It takes less than a minute, maybe a minute. And there's going to be another update probably in a week. And then I think we'll be done. Then I think we'll be done until the next version, which we're already working on. No joke. Already working on. I want to make it way simpler. It's still too complicated. I'm trying really hard to make it simpler. Part of the problem is As you add more and more features, more and more different types of trading, different types of trades, it complicates things. It just does. So that's what we're always dealing with, you know? But, if you come into the room and watch, I know sometimes I go too fast, I'm sorry. But if you come into the room, if you can be a regular in the room, it's going to get absorbed. All of a sudden, one day you're going to realize, wow, this is easy. I know what I'm doing. Here's the link for today's webinar. All of you early birds, I, I promise we're really going to raise the price. If the price isn't up for today's webinar, the next webinar that I have in 2 weeks, we are going to have higher prices. That's the absolute truth. But I think that this software should be used, that you could use our software no matter what you're doing on Ninja Trader, no matter what. You don't have to be trading the news. Look at the earnings. Earnings is really interesting. I wish there were more companies moving the markets like crazy. If you see a company that you think moved the markets, the NQ like crazy, or the ES or YM earnings, make sure you shoot me an email. I'll do the research so we can add more earnings trades. I'm thinking Walmart. I'm thinking we missed the boat maybe on Disney. I'm thinking maybe Nvidia. I think there's some possibilities out there that we haven't yet found. Let's set up our natural gas trade. So I wish the volume wasn't quite as mixed as it is today on natural gas. In other words, we're only 4 days from rollover. So we're giving up some volume to the September contract. Let's look at the DMM. So we've changed our setup. I just want everybody to know we're really working hard on natural gas to create the best DMM that is possible. Really, really working hard. It's now got a bracket of 20. It's a breakout trade. Okay. The entry time is, excuse me. Wow. I should turn off my mic. I apologize. 1029.56. We've been looking, so we're doing everything we can to try and get filled. And we're seeing little bit early moves by nanoseconds. Now, I'm interested in trading two contracts to maximize my profit on these natural gas trades. So I'm certainly hoping that our entry time, which is radically different from what it's been, is okay. I'm going to use my first target, and then I'm going to use a second target. of 50. The stop is 30. So I'm risking at least 600. You're really risking over $1,000 on this trade because natural gas could be so fast. It could be so fast. With the larger recent moves, well, then profit targets 20, 30, and 50 are good. You can move your stop to break even automatically after your first target is hit. So that's what it's saying. Yeah, you know what my boss forgot to do? He needs to make that 30 tick stop. Okay. I'll tell him. I'll make sure that gets updated. I'll make sure that gets updated. That should say 30. Okay. Let me read through it carefully. So look for 5 to 15 ticks on the spike after slippage. So I really think that it's much bigger than 5 to 15 now. Okay. So I think what I will get updated is those numbers clearly have changed as the moves have gotten bigger. Yeah, I mean, we've got to fix this. Got to fix it. Absolutely ensure a good clock sync, but I will get this. This will be fixed by next week, I promise. So it's 10:29:56 for today. Okay, that's our new entry time, which is in the activate. I doubt very much if we'll get an opportunity to cancel. It doesn't often happen. It very rarely happens. So setup, breakout trade, 10:29:56. One position for 20, one for 50, a stop of 30. It's a very fast trade. So I'd prefer, I know that sometimes in a very fast trade, you can move your stop. You can move your stop automatically. But sometimes in a very fast trade, when you automate and it's moving so fast, sometimes no software can keep up with the market. So I'd rather try to do things manually on a trade that can sometimes be as fast as this. So I'm going to trade it. It's natural gas. Account warnings are off, and I think what I'll do is I'll create a new template. So this is a 2 contract natural gas. Template, save. And I've already got a template from last week, but I definitely am trading it slightly differently because we've changed things. So I'll note that. How will I know that this is the most updated? Because I'll date it, okay? That's how I know. So definitely when you create a template, date it. I'm going to actually look at my brackets on natural gas. And we look at our brackets by setting the time to zero, right? So the software thinks the trade has taken place. My charts are on sim, my account's on sim. My brackets will show up when I hit the enabled button. See how they were too tight? I don't want them that tight. I want to be able to analyze the trade when we're done. Still too tight, okay? So I think this will work today. I'm just looking at a 30-second chart also. Now, natural gas is a trade that you can hit the adjust button on this trade if you think you have time. If the orders show up and you're on the verge of being filled early, see that what happened there is I was doing a test, right? This is why I was just testing my bracket size. So I want to reset. I'm going to reset just because I want, just because I'm a lunatic. I don't have to reset my sim account, but I'm going to. If you reset your sim account, you have to reload the strategy. So right click the chart, go to strategy. We just created a template. So all I have to do is go down to template, load it. Remember, I just called it natural gas. Two contracts, 7/21/22. I'll check my brackets one more time and then I'll go over the setup again with everyone. Okay, so I like those brackets. What I was saying is if your orders get to the chart and you're right at the top or bottom of the bracket, that's when you might want to consider using the adjust button to recenter the orders. But usually with natural gas, you're not going to have a lot of time. So my setup is entry of 10/29/56, one target for 20, one target for 50, a stop of 30. I'm using it's a real trade. We'll check our time sync. When did you read that? When did you hear that, Mark? Just now? The president has COVID. This is what I'm reading is this is the most contagious variant ever. Fortunately, it's not super virulent. Is that the right pronunciation? Virulent? How do you pronounce that? Virulent? Virulent? I don't know. I mean, how could he not get COVID? He traveled all over the world. How do people have all these concerts? I don't know how these musicians are able to keep their concert schedules going because they cancel everything for COVID still. Fortunately, well, what I'm reading is hospitalizations are up, deaths are up. That's what I'm reading. We're in a move right now. I'm going to check my time. I want to check my brackets one more because the chart seems so crazy. I don't wish anyone to get sick and die. most anyone. So I hope he's fine. Everyone I talk to says COVID really stinks, that it really stinks to get it. It's not the same as the flu or other. So one target for 20, one for 50 other illnesses, a stop of 30. It's a breakout trade, and it's labeled. Okay. Charts are live. So I want my brackets to be manageable in size. That's why my charts are spread the way they're spread. Now, hopefully our 20-second, 20 tick bracket will keep us from getting filled early, but it's a little bit concerning this morning. Now, it looks more volatile than it is also because the charts are spread so the brackets work. Not so they work, but so they're easy to see and manage. We're going to check our time sync. Sync is good. So, financial juice, Biden feeling mild symptoms. Um, did it affect the NQ or the ES when that news came out? What is going on with natural gas? Um, so 11, 10 ticks, one tick, three ticks, two ticks, 13 ticks. So my charts are the way they are because my brackets are going to be the way they're going to be. I'd like to see it calm down before the news. I might, you know, hit that adjust button. Pretty volatile. This is, a little bit abnormal. Lots of times we do see a slowdown prior to the news. Remember, 56 is when our orders are going to show up on the chart. So, so I got filled early, and because I got filled early, we were lucky enough that the trade went our way. We made $700 on the trade. Look, I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to take the risk. I knew that today could be a painful loser, or natural gas could bring me back to profit. Now, I'm not going to do anything else now. This is crazy, crazy behavior in the index. But let's talk about it, what happened, and let's talk about the psychology of this, because this is incredible, an incredible psychology lesson, okay? And let me explain why. So I was down 400. I'm up. I was down more than 400. I made 700 on the trade. Okay. I hit my first target of 20. I hit my second target of 50. I had to have the chart spread crazily so we could see the brackets and so we could analyze the trade. I know it looked bizarre. It made for a much scarier trade, but it's like earnings, right? It's like earnings. And yes, Andrew, no, it could have been a big loser. These are the risks you're willing to take if you're willing to take them. Okay? If we're willing to take them. Let's look at the video. And I hope people don't run away. First of all, I want to thank everybody on YouTube for watching us. So thank you for watching our stream, and sign up for our channel, and sign up for hit the like button, hit the notification button, hit every button you can hit so that you can find out when we're going to be streaming again. And thank you on YouTube for watching us. Chantal, I guess you can close YouTube. So come and join us again next week, and come to our webinar.